All right. Hello and welcome to the Stock Operator channel. I am your host, Alex, and this is the Monday edition of the market update. We're going to go over the action in the market today, how the portfolio is doing, and some interesting analogs that I'm looking at, of where the market could be headed. So if that's something you're into, stick around. All right, so this is the S&P 500, ticker symbol SPY. And yeah, it looks like we got a nice little bounce today. We got the bounce, sold off a little bit, but then we rallied into the day, or midday, and then kind of went a little bit lower end of day. But we still ended in the top end of the range, and yeah, everything's moving like it should. We had the follow through day yesterday, and today's not a distribution day, so that's all good. Yeah, so let's take a look at what the market monitor has to say. Let's see here. All right, so let's take a look. Yeah, I mean, everything's kind of improving here. So we have more stocks in stage 2, less stocks in stage 4. We're finally starting to get, above 50 on the new highs versus new lows. We ended the range at the 50% line, which is good. Rallied today. We're above the 10-day moving average. We're approaching the 21-day moving average. This is where it gets a little sketchy. We could start selling off again, but yeah, I mean, this 10-day trend is below 1, so everything's looking fine. VIX is at 30. I'm looking at, maybe a 25 VIX to get in and buy some puts, just in case. Yeah, let's see. 74 stocks are making 20% moves. That's fine. 337 stocks are making higher highs. That's healthy. So a lot of stocks ended at the lows of the day today. So that's something to keep in mind because we kind of had that gap up, kind of sell off kind of a thing. Yeah, now we're neutral on stocks below or above the Bollinger Bands, the BB4, 5. Not too many stocks making big moves. And the short-term momentum is at 151 from 70 on Friday. So that's all fine and dandy. And then the TD buy is back to neutral. So we're back in kind of a neutral market. And of course, the long-term breadth is at 20 again. So, I mean, if things can continue from here, I mean, it's looking okay. Yeah, let's take so what I wanted to do is I wanted to show you guys some analogs of what could happen. Okay, so this is our market today. And yeah, let's just go over some analogs of what I'm finding that are looking similar, that we can kind of compare today's action to. So let's see here. Let's go up here. All right, so up here, we have a couple. Here we go. Let me move this. Okay, so I found about 4 instances in the last, 25 years of where I think it looks a little similar, where we have a big uptrend and then it kind of crashes below the yearly moving average, makes a nice bounce, and let's just see how they, with big volume and stuff like that. So the majority of them, like what happens is so this is from 2015, big move down, bounces, and it kind of, this one was a little weaker, but it doesn't fully backtest the yearly moving average. But this is kind of something what I'm looking at, what could happen here. If we continue upwards a little bit, it could backtest one of these moving averages, make a higher low, and then continue onwards and perhaps go into something like this. So that's one analog. Okay, so that's something I'm looking at there. Here's another one. What year is this? This is 2011. Same thing. I didn't use this one. I'm more looking at this one over here where there's a big move down. This one bounces, big volume, back tests the moving average a little bit. So I'll be watching that. Here's back to today's, so we're not there yet. We still got some time. So maybe we chop around here for a little while or go straight up. Who knows? Moving onwards back to this. Yeah, I mean, so, and then it kind of back tests it again, undercuts it, and then goes on to rally. Okay, so that's something I'm looking at. Here's another one. This is in 1998. Big move downwards, bounces, back test the range. This is what I think could happen, where we overtake the yearly moving average, back test the quarterly moving average, then go back down, and then it proceeds to move higher. And then of course we have COVID, which really undercut, and then just V'd. So not entirely sure if that's going to be the right one. But in the last 25 years, those are the ones that I found. So most of them, what is it? 3 out of 4 of them back tested the low one last time. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. Yeah. So let's see. We can take a look at the portfolio here. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah. Let's take a look. All right, so here it is. Yeah, we had some decent moves today. Yeah, K-Webs is the best mover, and then the gold and the silver miners are moving pretty well. The losers were this Innodata, apps, and Amazon. So mostly tech stuff was somewhat down today. Yeah, a lot of the credit stuff that I was in bounced today, so that's a really good sign. The fact that credit is bouncing. Yeah, I mean everything looks pretty good to continue onwards. So we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, so that's the market update. And yeah, if you enjoyed the content, provide a comment of what you think is going to happen, and yeah, like and subscribe. And thank you guys so much for joining. I'll see you next time.